Welcome to Yaka Digital Network. Picture a typical Ugandan market on a busy afternoon. If a health official stands on a soapbox reading statistics about malaria, people walk right past. They have goods to sell and families to feed. A dry, factual lecture cannot compete with a loud, distracted environment. But imagine a truck pulls up to that same market. Music starts playing and traditional dancers step onto a makeshift stage. Within seconds, a crowd forms. The noise of the market fades as the audience focuses on the performance. That sudden capture of attention is the necessary first step of our topic today. We are looking at community sensitization. This process uses the arts to promote a positive social value or behavior, such as convincing a village to sleep under mosquito nets or protect a clean water source. This comparison table clarifies the difference. Commercial marketing aims for profit by converting an audience into paying customers. Community sensitization aims for social change by converting the general public into active citizens who adopt a new, healthier behavior. Sensitization uses creative craft to solve local problems. It is the strategic design of a performance to guide the public toward a specific positive action. To see how that design actually works, we use this diagram showing the sensitization path. Every successful campaign relies on three specific architectural phases: a hook, a message, and an impact. The first node is the hook. This is your artistic tool, a drum beat, a traditional dance, or a catchy song. Its sole purpose is to break through the daily noise and get the community to stop and look. Once you have their attention, you move to the message. Here, you drop the complex statistics and tell a simple, relatable story that explains the core issue clearly. Finally, you drive toward impact. The performance must end by asking the audience to commit to a physical behavior change based on the story they just heard. There is a common risk here known as the entertainment trap. If the music and jokes are too overpowering, the audience leaves laughing but completely forgets the educational message. The art must support the message, not bury it. When handling highly sensitive issues like land rights, corruption, or maternal health, audiences naturally put their defensive guards up. We bypass this resistance using a psychological technique called indirect instruction. Instead of directly accusing community members of bad behavior, you use an archetype as a metaphor. If you want to discuss resource hoarding, you introduce a character like a greedy chief in your skit. The community recognizes the local problem through the character, allowing them to discuss the issue safely without feeling personally attacked. By wrapping hard truths in relatable fiction, you disarm the audience. They are much more receptive to learning when they feel they are sharing an experience rather than being lectured. Let's practice designing this structure. Imagine a local swamp is choking on plastic pollution, and you need to sensitize the young people working in the nearby market to clean it up. Pause the video here. Take a moment to write down 3 things for this specific target audience: a culturally appropriate hook to grab their attention, a relatable hero character for your story, and a direct call to action. Let's check your approach. For your hook, a traditional praise poem might not work for market youth. You need to match the demographic. Using an energetic Afrobeat rhythm or current urban slang will immediately signal to the youth that this performance is meant for them. For your hero, casting a wealthy politician won't resonate. Your hero should be a young market vendor, a relatable peer who decides to take action and organize a cleanup. Finally, your call to action must be logistical. This is the publicity phase of the campaign. You must tell the audience exactly where to go and when. For example, meet at the swamp edge tomorrow at 8 a.m. with your boots and gloves. If you leave out that specific logistical step, you have only put on a play. A true campaign demands a clear, immediate action from the audience before they leave the performance. To balance the art and the education, we follow a specific formula. This pie chart shows the golden ratio for a sensitization performance. We dedicate roughly 70% of the time to the art and entertainment to maintain high engagement, and reserve the remaining 30% strictly for delivering the message and publicity. Let's review today's core concepts on our summary board. First, the primary distinction. Commercial marketing chases profit, while community sensitization pursues behavioral change for the social good. Second, the architecture of your campaign must follow the hook-message-impact loop. This ensures you capture attention fully before you deliver your specific call to action. And third, we use indirect instruction. By employing metaphors and relatable characters, we bypass defensive barriers and make difficult topics highly accessible. Before the written word, our history, laws, and health practices were passed down through songs, riddles, and drama. When you design a sensitization campaign today, you're tapping into a deeply rooted and powerful tool for grassroots development in Uganda. Thank you for learning with Yaka Digital Network. Please visit our website to continue your coursework.